Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Sitting here in this comfy chair, just got done playing some Xbox One games, and just wanted to give my initial thoughts or my preview for the Google Stadia service, which it's supposed to come out in November for the people that have ordered the Founders Edition or pack, and then it's supposed to be released to everyone early next year in 2020. So I've been following Google Stadia. If you guys have me on Instagram, I think I posted a picture of me trying what it was called back then, Google I think Stream, which was their beta version that you could play the latest Assassin's Creed game, and the service ran pretty well to my surprise, and it was kind of fun trying out the new service. And now we're at the almost at the release date of the service itself. And I was curious. I've been out of the YouTube loop for a little bit, and then recently I just searched on YouTube Stadia to see what the previews and thoughts from everyone were. And I saw a video from Metal Jesus Rocks, which I'm subscribed to him, but I missed when he released the Stadia video, because again, I'm not being pretty active on YouTube, as some of you guys can tell. But surprisingly, or unsurprisingly, all like the big shots within the YouTube gaming community, the collecting community, I want to say, had very negative things to say about Stadia, and it was kind of interesting to see how everybody kind of like feels threatened by the existence of this service. I guess I just wanted to do some quick thoughts about the service. Metal Jesus Rocks was there. He was kind of bashing the service. Dreamcast guy, he's another popular personality in the gaming collecting community. And everyone was the number one complaint obviously is that it's not a service where you can have a physical games. What's going to happen with the library. You're going to lose your titles and whatnot. So what do I think about Stadia? I'm actually excited for it. I know I'm in the very small minority. In fact, I do have my Founders pack pre-order because I just had to explore this new service. I think it's pretty exciting. I think it's a new technology, and if anyone can pull out a cloud-based service, almost perfectly, it has to be Google. I mean, they have unlimited resources pretty much. Microsoft and Amazon, I guess, they also have a pretty good cloud infrastructure, but Google is just ahead of everyone by a long shot. So I truly think that if any company out there is to succeed in this new technology or new service, it's Alphabet, or Google, and I'm pretty excited for it. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think how much I'm going to invest in it. Obviously, I already pre-ordered the Founders Edition, which is like $130, and it comes with a controller, which is pretty cool, and then it comes with the 4K Chromecast attachment, which I have the regular Chromecasts, but I don't have a 4K one, which will be, I guess, required if you want to stream on 4K definition. But I don't have a 4K TV, so that's on the plans though. I don't know if you guys saw my latest video. I do want to upgrade, eventually, or hopefully this year. I do want to upgrade my TV, my 10-year-old TV there, my LG TV, and then hopefully get a 4K TV. Hopefully there'll be some good deals in Black Friday that'll make me pull the trigger. But going back to the Stadia Founders Edition, I'm pretty excited. I put my money down, and there are some things that I dislike about the service, some things that I like. Obviously, I think the main advantage is being able to play anywhere. I can literally just pull out my phone right now and stream games in it, and then use the controller to kind of like play games in here. Am I gonna do that? Probably not. But the way that I picture Stadia is I can be at work and just bring my own lunch, for example, and I do have an hour long lunch break, and I can probably eat lunch pretty quick, and then if I want to, let's say, play Borderlands 3, I can just use the browser or my computer at work and resume from where I last saved my game, and then come back home and play either on my TV or in my laptop. If the TV is taken, I can move the laptop anywhere and bring my controller with me. So there's a lot of flexibility that I really like about the Stadia service. Obviously, yes, when you buy a game, it's not physical, but pros and cons. And I think I made a video maybe like a couple months ago saying that digital, whether you like it or not, it's kind of like the direction the future is heading. If you look at stats from Sony and Microsoft, the digital purchases, game purchases are increasing, and Nintendo as well. With the eShop, I think normal people are transitioning towards digital purchases because it's so much more convenient. You don't need room to put all your games, and it's just more convenient to have everything in a hard drive. And now with Stadia, with the cloud, you don't even have to have a hard drive. You don't even have to buy a $400, $500 system. So that's pretty cool. And then obviously then there's us, and I'm including myself in this group, kind of like in both groups, collectors, where you guys can see here behind me, and then on the other side of the wall I have games that will last me for a lifetime here. I have an eternal, infinite backlog here. But I think it's a good service in the sense that, sure, I'll try it, and I don't know why people are so upset, or people just don't want to try it, or some people are feeling threatened by it. Some people are like, oh, it's gonna suck. I think it's gonna be a good thing to try, especially since it's gonna be free. The basic version where you can stream at 1080p. Of course, you have to buy the games to play in it, and then they're gonna have the pro version, which it's like $10 a month, and you get like at least one free game. So kind of like PlayStation Plus, which that's kind of like the disappointing part of if I had one thing to knock on the Stadia service besides the obvious, it's only digital. It's the fact that I was hoping they would do more of a Game Pass service like Microsoft is doing, like a Netflix of gaming per se. I was hoping it'll be something like that, where you pay $10 a month and you have a selection of games that you can play, just like Game Pass. So for me, the ideal service, cloud service, would be basically having Game Pass on Stadia, if that makes any sense. Because with the Microsoft Game Pass, you have a hundreds of games. I don't know if it's hundreds of games, but close to 100 games that are available for free. Obviously as part of your subscription. And I've been having a lot of fun exploring games on Game Pass, which at the same time it's sort of a curse, because you just download a bunch of games, and if you play a game and you don't like it, you just stop playing. So there's not a true incentive like I used to have back in the day when I was a kid, when my parents would buy me a game and I have to enjoy this game, I have to beat this game because that's the only new game I have. Now we're adults, everything is so much easier at your disposal, and with things like Game Pass, you can download a AAA game, like for example, I don't know, Doom 2016, right? Or they even have the new Gears of War, Gears 5 in there. And you can be a snob, and you can download this AAA game, and if you don't like it, if you're playing like for 20 minutes, half an hour, and you don't like the game, you can stop playing and delete the game from your hard drive and move on to the next game. So first world problems, right? But I like that flexibility of being able to play different games. I find it very convenient, and I'm really enjoying the Microsoft Game Pass service. I know Sony has like an equivalent, but I did hear it's not as good, and it's kind of pricey when compared to the Xbox alternative. Last time I checked, at least. But that's kind of like my dream for Stadia, to become a Netflix video gaming Netflix service, really. I don't know. A lot of people are like, oh, screw Stadia. It's another product of Google. Some people are concerned about the privacy. To me, I'm just happy there's another service out there. To me, sometimes I don't understand. I'm happy every time there's a new service offered, every time there's a new console out there. I'm always happy, smiling, and willing to try the new services, the new experiences. You know, when the Vita got announced, I was excited. When the 3DS got announced with the 3D, glassless 3D, I was excited. You know, some people are, I feel like they're too harsh. You know, they're like, oh, it's gonna be digital only, and you know, it's the evil. You know, because Google's gonna steal your data and and stuff like that. I'm personally happy. I'll give it a shot. You know, if it doesn't work out, there are no contracts. You don't have to have an upfront investment. You don't have to get the Founders Edition to enjoy the service. It's a free service. All you have to do is buy the games, really. And sure, I'll give it a try. You know, I already tried the beta. The Assassin's Creed game worked pretty well. I did play that on my laptop, and you know, the game ran pretty well. There was some jerkiness every now and then, but again, if anyone can refine this service, and if anyone can pull this out, it's definitely you know, Google. And then, of course, another cool thing is the power of the cloud. You know, that famous phrase from Microsoft. I think that'll be relevant here because they were showing, you know, they can use their own servers in order to, you know, optimize the graphics, the performance of the games. All you're doing is basically streaming a live feed of what's on the service from on the servers from Google, and I think that's a pretty cool thing. You know, you technically don't have to have the latest and greatest machine out there, and of course you don't have to install any games. You know, you come home, the games are already installed. The patches are already like updated in their own servers, so you don't have to download any patches, you don't have to install the games, you don't have to worry about running out of hard drive space. That's all accounted by the servers. So that, in my opinion, is really cool. And the fact, again, that you can play them anywhere you want, as long as you have a good internet connection. That's kind of like the caveat. But I feel like we're in a time and age where you know, fiber optic internet is you know, the standard. You know, even like the most basic services offer like 50 megabytes download and upload. There are some areas in the US at least where there are data caps, which is, to me, that's insane. Thankfully, I'm in an area where there's no data caps or anything, so I don't have to worry about that. And our service is $100, 100 megabytes download, and I think 10 upload or something like that. Of course, you don't get the full 100 megabytes per second as advertised, but I think with Stadia, the cool thing is that you only need like 25 to 35 to have 4K, and anything less than that will be good enough to have 1080. So personally, I couldn't care less about the 4K. Even though it'll be nice, but again, I don't even have a 4K TV, so I can't even say I will be enjoying the full effect of Stadia, which kind of goes against my pre-ordering the Founders Edition. But again, it's more of a curiosity thing. It's more of a you know, I was there, you know, because I truly feel like if this is well implemented, this could be the future of gaming, whether you guys like it or not. I think there is a pretty strong case for a digital-only future and a cloud-only future. I mean, to be honest, I mean, if this works out, if they do a good job promoting the service, and if they do a good job of bringing the latest games, if they do a good job of using their resources to have exclusives that are on Stadia, in my opinion, it's going to be game over. I mean, not game over in the sense that Sony is going to disappear, Nintendo is going to disappear. Everyone is going to have their own service, but I think it'll be a very convenient thing, and it could become, Stadia has the potential to become kind of like the front runner for the next generations to come. I'm still a collector. I'll still buy my physical games. In fact, I still need to get Link's Awakening. Spoilers alert for an upcoming pickups video. I have not picked up the game. I thought I pre-ordered it, but what happened is I was trying to pre-order the Dreamers Edition, which ran out, and then I was kind of waiting to see if they would restock the Dreamers Edition, and unfortunately they haven't. So, but you know, when it gets time for me to purchase the new Link Awakening game on the Switch, I'll buy the physical version. You know, So for me, I'm the type of guy that I enjoy digital, I enjoy cloud gaming, I enjoyed collector's editions. I don't understand sometimes when people have gripes, with the different types of services. I'm just glad Stadia is out there. It'll be good for competition. I think it'll be good for Sony to step up their streaming service. It'll be good for Microsoft to also step up their Game Pass service. Competition is good, even though they're not apples to apples, in what they offer. I think competition is good. A new player in the industry, I think it's very good. With the resources that they have, again, if they start getting exclusives and buying studios, things can get pretty interesting or ugly depending on how you look at it. Yeah, anyways, I'm excited for it, guys. I'll probably do a impressions video in November when I get my Founders Edition. Looking forward to it, and let me know what you guys think about Stadia. But that's it for now. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all later.